Hey Hornets, welcome to the 22nd episode of KBTV. I'm Evie Barnard filling in for Alice Scott.
And I'm Asa Shepard filling in for Jai Nagaraj.
In today's episode, we will look at how everyone in and around Keeling can be powerful, no matter who they are.
We will go in depth to learn about volunteers in animal shelters.
We will learn about some of the challenges that NJHS has faced.
And finally, we will give you a little bit about Keeling's own track and field program.
All this coming up next on KBTV. It's Tuesday, so it's a news day.
Here's the buzz for this week.
Many animals live within shelters, all of which are looking for their forever home.
KBTV correspondents Samir Agarwal and Naomi Pearson tell us more.
Animal shelters are havens for all unwanted animals, but they wouldn't exist without the hard work of its workers. But only a few people choose to devote their lives to the dogs, cats, and other pets at a shelter.
I first started working at the shelter for my love of animals, really. I have been a pet lover my whole life. I have 4 of my own, and through adopting them, I was introduced to the Austin Animal Center and fell in love with the goals and mission.
Although only adults can obtain jobs at a shelter, they're not the only ones who want to help out. Students too want to protect these animals without a home.
I volunteer at the Austin Animal Shelter because I really enjoy seeing any dog happy, and if I can make at least one dog happy while I'm there, then that's worth the trip.
Some prefer to work at a shelter, while others prefer a different approach to help the furry creatures they've come to love.
With one of my cats that I was fostering, we nicknamed him Albus Dumblepurr, and so we built him this little cat house that was based off of Dumbledore's office from Harry Potter, and he really liked it.
Although there are many different ways to help out at a shelter, all volunteers have one thing in common: a desire to make a difference in these animals' lives. This has been Samir Agarwal reporting for KBTV.
Many people strive to make a change in how people treat animals in shelters.
NJHS is also there to make a change in the world using talented, motivated volunteers.
It also has faced some changes recently, including a new sponsor.
KBTV reporter Mackenzie Waldinger and videographer Cohen Tarrant take us there.
NJHS is an international student organization that started in 1921. It was recently sponsored by Miss Chambers.
For tackling this job alone, I don't really feel alone because we have, a ton of students that are really active and really helpful. So like our executive committees, all the officers and stuff have been really helpful along the way. But I will say it was definitely more work at the very beginning. Nowadays, it's pretty smooth sailing.
It's challenging organizing NJHS alone, but Miss Chambers overcomes these challenges so students can enjoy all that NJHS has to offer.
Well, NJHS, I think that's just really fun, and also we get to work, or as an officer, I get to work with other people that I may not have classes with, so it's just really great.
Students like Janie Lee can make a difference not only at Keeling, but in society.
NJHS takes the power of all of these individuals and brings them together. And while you can make a lot of change on your own, the things that you can do as a large community are even greater.
This has been Mackenzie Waldinger reporting for KBTV.
Despite these new changes, NJHS is able to jump the hurdles and help the community.
Oh, don't worry about the hurdles. I'm kind of intimidated by them.
No worries, you'll get over it, just like Keeling Track does.
KBTV correspondents Lucia O'Driscoll and Flynn Crawford are here to discuss these athletes.
In spring, runners, jumpers, and throwers hit their mark in order to prepare for the fast-paced track season. It is a sport that brings out the best in its competitors.
It makes me feel really passionate. It means a lot to me because I've been running for a long time, so it's something that I connect with.
But not all of the athletes on the field have past experience. For some students, this sport is about trying new things and improving on themselves.
I chose to participate in track because I feel like being able to run better will help in all aspects of other sports and physical activity.
Nevertheless, students gather at the starting line with the goal to finish in the top 5, allowing them to represent their school and make their teammates proud.
Everyone on the team contributes by doing their best, because by doing their best, they're representing Keeling in the most positive way that they can.
This has been Lucia O'Driscoll reporting for KBTV.
With their amazing ability and effective training ethic, Keeling Track seems to be on the right lane to win.
Now a word from our sponsors.
Sold each year, Inkblot is Keeling's literary magazine. It showcases Keeling students' works of art.
We bought Inkblot. We bought Inkblot. I bought an Inkblot.
I bought an Inkblot.
I bought an Inkblot.
I bought an Inkblot.
We bought an Inkblot.
Search here.
Will you buy an Inkblot?
Be sure to stop by room 236 for more information.
Also, stop by next week for another episode. This one's coming to a close.
This has been Asa Shepard standing in for Jai Nagaraj.
And Evie Barnard standing in for Alice Scott. Thanks for watching KBTV.
Keeling's #1 source for news and information.